bit discouraged here. They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career.
I don't know
seen these types of situations.
what it means.
Teams get the ball
I'm the
back,
face of this franchise. This is
occur,
not the face you want up there
They have to get stout on
in that business.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover. Tackle that time by
In my character, he's not that
good
good looking either.
Here's 2nd and 8. At the 44. They'll set up a throw.
Damn.
Completes to Cam Akers. And that play will go nowhere.
Come on.
Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds Stills complete. Touchdown, LA.
They just picked him up this season.
Stills. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams tack on to their
Breaking him in.
advantage. Turning into a really
The
good
second
performance
season
on
of
the
this
road.
franchise.
Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It's kind of weird because they don't let you play every
It's a great road win. I mean, it just does
game.
not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they
played
feel
3
leaving
games
with a
in the
win
whole
on the
last
road
season.
against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do.
Because I wasn't the starter. Now I'm starting.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been.
First game of the season.
Maybe
Supposedly it's a dream team being made.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done.
They had 90 on the sideline.
This drive, they forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
10.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this
Could
plays
have shot
out.
it right over. He was right.
Now Garoppolo
Really?
got it
Why?
on this one.
Why? Your
Looking
guy
for
underneath
Pettis,
was
but that's
freaking
intercepted. Picked
available.
off by Jalen Ramsey.
Moron.
And he will bring
And I
it
have this
back.
on the
It's an
higher level they
interception
have for
return
this.
for a Rams touchdown.
Weird.
Austin
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw
I know
the
Madden's
get
not
another shot
typical.
at it now as this one's in the air.
Call of Duty or Minecraft, but
Fielded a couple yards
I needed
into the
something
end
a
zone.
little bit different to
And beyond the 20, but
focus
not
on.
by much. In fact, just
Little
a yard pass
accomplishments
there to
here.
the 21.
with
1st and 10 at their
The
own
49er
Madden.
offense set to get this drive underway.
Get
And
the,
let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback
To risk an injury.
Oh,
And
take
we
him
are
out.
inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided
Take
affair.
him out.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's to the right side, complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down version.
Am I getting
Nice
choppy
game there,
now?
partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing Returning on first is Garoppolo. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
He's too good just to let.
10 more there and another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Well, a man open down the middle of the field and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
See, that's where he
works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That swung out to Mostert. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well,
so the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Los Angeles, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the
it wasn't
opener.
that good a
And they'll
game.
get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go.
Not a bad start. Yeah, not a bad start. All right. What is it now? How far in the season does it?
We were all riding high after the win. Back in the locker room, I checked my phone and saw tons of rumors about players who wanted to be traded to our team. I figured it couldn't hurt to mention it to the assistant GM, and sure enough, when I brought it up, he was more than receptive.
Ooh. Are you kidding me?
Didn't your offense have a nickname that year? What was it?
We were setting out to smash records and win championships, so we thought history in the making was appropriate.
Like, I don't like how this is setting up. That was one touchdown away. We're 1-2. How are we supposed to be this like superstar team and the only games win are the ones I play, and then they simulate the freaking games? Like, alright, what am I supposed to do here?
Time was tight. We had an autograph signing in just a few hours, but I wanted to make sure I got enough work in with the new guys. The The practice seemed to fly by. We all left the field feeling pretty pumped for our next game together.
Good. Good. I hope so. .400 offensive yards. Oh my goodness. Okay. Means we gotta score quick. Okay. Can't believe we're 1-2. It's ridiculous.
Today, from AT&T
In
Stadium
Dallas.
in Arlington, Texas.
Do it.
It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Okay. You know what? Yep.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught by Cup. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
So this offense, Charles, we've heard of teams acquiring nicknames. You think about maybe the Legion of Boom, the greatest show on turf, the Monsters of the Midway. Well, this offense, they have a new nickname now as well. Self-proclaimed, calling themselves History in the Making. Kind of has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, and it rolls off the tongue real smooth too, doesn't it? I know they've got to back it up, but I can't wait to watch them play now myself. When you talk about history in the making, it's happening right in front of us each and every time they go out there and play. Let's take a step back, grab some easy chairs, and watch history in the making ourselves.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Ball carrier.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
2 yards.
You know, Charles, this offense, you and I talked about it off air, but they already had a lot of weapons. But since we last saw them, they've added another piece to the puzzle. Is it possible, though, that maybe at some point you make too many moves, you tinker a little too much?
It's possible. There's no doubt about that, because sometimes you can look at it, have it almost perfected, and say, let's add one more, and it doesn't quite work out. That means you've got to know who you're bringing in, and you have to know your locker room and how they're going to gel together and find a way to make it work. And right now, it's working really well for this crew.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Beat up, we're gonna eat them.
You're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score again.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
By Michael Brockers. taken down back at the 20.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's a gain of 6.
He didn't need to slide.
On their first drive of the game.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back where he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down.
Well,
And he'll wind up losing yardage
yeah,
here back at
it
the
didn't work out well.
21-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going up top for Kupp. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be
Good
able to hang on
defense.
through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
all right, all
And this
right.
ball's going to be down
good.
now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Okay here.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy?
Not too pleased
His
that I had to
defense.
punt, but
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Despite some fast footwork, he still wrangled down shy of the 15.
He was brought
The
down.
numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line
got 3
loves it
rushes
too.
for
They'll
5
get more
yards. I need to
opportunities run block for
keep him
After
down.
1, 7-0.
Any
on EA
problem.
Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The passing
Bring it
game
out,
not
baby.
in sync here early.
Bring it out.
And now it's 4th down.
For the Cowboys.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
49-yard line.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from
All right,
turning it
Mixon
into
was a
great
good
game and starting on that
acquisition.
road. And the defenders are well
They're
aware
looking
of
for
that
us to
too.
pass,
They've got to
too,
figure
so
out
that
a way to
helps.
not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
Stupid.
It'll be a pickup of 8
El
on the screen.
Stupido.
And it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen
Oh.
pass. Looked like it was
Think I
coming
can get a
together.
corner?
Looked like there was an opening.
So,
Still, ended up with a solid game.
stupid.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that
Uh,
3rd down pass. Brings
oh.
it 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Mixon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to
Do a
keep
jet
the
sweep.
drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Damn it!
Run the sweep here. This is Cup. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Ball carrier.
Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, they're returning that.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Ooh, nickel.
At their own
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go
Shut up.
drives without getting
Shut
a
up,
first
you
down. Then all of a
stupid
sudden it looms
jinxers.
big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed
See how they
in.
jinxed me there?
But if you're
Oh, they
running
haven't had the
football,
first down
at
yet.
least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run
Why
with a
they
little
get
bit more
first down?
confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Yep.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Prescott from the gun.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him
Yum,
down.
yum.
A'Shawn Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Nom nom nom.
And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Nom nom.
3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
at their own 12-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space.
Touchdown, LA! Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down, and the Rams add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0.
3 plays, touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
That's it.
This will make it into the end zone.
So,
Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the
he's
football
not
out
taking a
to the
knee.
25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Oh, I thought he had it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
All right, halftime.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns there. From there, we're off to check out another game. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead.
Kind of lame.
Colin Kaepernick throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well short.
And that's a good job there by the corner.
Good job
we do
there by
talk
the
about
corner.
this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
the Rams take over.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive.
Yeah,
the
I gotta
Rams
get
offense
198
at the
yards.
line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
Come on,
for scoring
offense.
some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
He was wide open there.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0
I
now.
don't care. I
5
need
plays
400
there
yards.
on the drive.
I only
And
have
the result for the Rams,
269.
a touchdown.
Leaves me 131.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Maybe be able to do it, but I need two long drives.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end
Two
zone for a
long
touchback.
drives.
25-yard line.
And quick.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants
Wow.
or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and
Well,
goal.
partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position
That,
there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up second and goal. At the Rams.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's third and goal.
A gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
3-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the
They're gonna have to
backfield
go.
and goes backwards.
No.
A
What?
loss of a yard and
They're
it
doing a
brings
field
up
goal?
fourth.
You've
Got
got to
4
figure the further they fall
touchdowns.
behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it.
Oh,
They just aren't there.
And
Oh,
his
he
kick
was
is
close.
good. And
Shit.
that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white
Waving the white, I
flag and
was
just
just
want to
gonna
get
say
out of
that.
here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Their own 37-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described,
And that's inside the 35. Robert Woods.
All right, well, that helps a little bit.
Touchdown.
Robert Woods. His first touchdown.
I mean,
on the
one-play
year.
touchdowns.
And the Rams have got it on
That
cruise
certainly
control.
helps.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
no, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as
They
will
must
send
have
this
thought
one
that,
away.
I don't know what
And
they're
that'll
thinking.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there.
I don't
right
want
now.
to chew the clock.
With
I
this
need
type of a
yards.
lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Mixon.
Oh!
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him a gain of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's
All right,
Mixon.
so I need to
And this
score.
time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Score.
Officially no gain
Good
on
ball
the
back.
play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to
Damn it.
throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the
I
game.
need to get the ball back.
Defense,
I need
offense,
my
special
400
teams.
yards.
It's been a clean
That's my
sweep for
goal.
this
Not
Rams
a
team.
win.
Certainly
Even winnings
has.
doesn't
They've been
matter.
pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they? And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Boom, baby, boom, baby, baby, boom, baby.
For him on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
What?
John Johnson with the INT. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Austin McGinnis for the
Well, that doesn't help.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys.
Come on, I need the ball back. But don't return it for a pick 6.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
44-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And somewhat of a measure of revenge.
Yes, I let them score, but I need the ball back.
But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy.
Well, it wasn't a shutout anyway.
Yeah, it's just something maybe you to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Crew able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will make it into the end zone.
Oh, but pissed if he returned it. All right, how many yards do I need? I need 12 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still have your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And
that should be it. That should be over 400.
Ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead, and in each instance,
yeah,
the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mixon with a first down
carry. Yeah.
There he goes again.
Go, boy, go. Go, boy, go. Ah!
He takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country
I really
say,
thought that was going to be
a little extra on top.
I was going to lose
Charles,
there.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called
I was in the zone, baby. EA Sports. You're in the zone. All right, what we got? Yeah, lived up to the hype. Oh boy. Stronger arm. Got here. Week 6, week 7. Oh, come on. There's you. What is happening, my buddy? I want this advancing to the next. Oh, we're in the divisional playoffs. Oh man. Against the Bucks. Going against Brady. Kind of sad that he's going to lose. Ooh, abilities. All right. Made it to the playoffs.
It had been a long journey just to get to this point, and with every step, the stakes were raised. The press wanted to gauge our confidence level.
You best in the bracket.
As I stepped away from the mic, I knew the next time we stepped onto the field would determine whether we kept going or vanished forever.
Vanished forever. Oh! All right. All right. Here's the problem. I gotta go check my laundry. I'll be right back. Not really a problem.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And what a great game that was to watch last week because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Really? They picked up Freeman?
About 6 up past the 30 to
The
the
stupid
31.
game gave him Freeman.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4.
And the
from
Falcons.
31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
O.J. Howard.
Excuse me.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now the fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So
All right, we need 350 yards.
With a football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10.
So, CD, the playoffs are here and all the excitement that goes along with the month of January. And for this offense, let's be frank, they really feel like they're the team to beat.
And they should feel that way. This team should be uber confident about their abilities to go on a big run here in the playoffs because, let's face it, this is one of the most talented teams in the league. They've assembled talent from the offseason, in the draft, during the season. They've brought in great parts to add to their team. Now it's time to see if they've grown together as a team. And are they more than just the sum of their parts? Are they finally a unit that can do some damage in the playoffs?
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I got to stop him from going past. Oh, damn it.
31. Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I got to
And it's 3rd down.
stop him from getting to the 50.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
Shotgun now for
That
Brady.
worked.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like.
Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, 35 yards. And the Rams add into their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. He went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This is a
And they're in
run
an
to the
early
left.
hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized
Run to the
deficit
left.
early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
On second down now, it's Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Brady. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. LA set to take over again on offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're in a really big-time run right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. This is Stills on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this.
You son of a pup.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Oh, good move. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and throw them on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Oh, it's passing yards.
Catch and run, 44 yards.
25-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find some pressure off, and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady, that's caught by Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Left side complete. That's Freeman.
Brady's pass.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first
48.
half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Brady again.
Damn, I think that was first time pass.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The final shot before half for Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
And we get the ball back. Oh, man.
NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm only halfway where I need to be.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 59 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they've earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat.
I need to know.
Get at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And down he goes under pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try to get some space.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the
There's something
center.
funky with this game mode.
Gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
What do I got, 50 yards to go? 50, 70 yards.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a
Seattle.
deep breath,
It's like I'm
relax,
playing
try to figure out
Seattle.
what is working and call more of that.
It's still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Freeman again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 47-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And this is going to be another first
I don't have a lot of time.
It's going to be made at the Rams 37.
A gain of 16 yards.
Because I need 70-some-odd yards on offense.
Brady now on first down.
So just like the previous game, I might just let him into the end zone so I can get the ball back.
But not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Ooh.
Brady. He's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
4th sack today.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brady's throw there complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
O.J. Howard. No
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Brady. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Ah!
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen
I cannot
today,
believe that.
but the preparation in advance.
All right, so we got the 350 yards
Commitment by the players to the game
passing.
plan, and being ready to go in this one. You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Chris Godwin.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Brady have a broken arm?
The intended target was Chris
Hey, man. I am good.
This has been a rough one to put a mouth
2nd
before
season
this
of
one's done. You just feel like at the post-game press
Face of the
conference,
franchise.
this team's gonna have a lot of questions.
The divisional round, I had to get 350 yards passing.
Brady will try again on 2nd down.
I think this game's a little funky.
It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back
Kind of like if you,
incompletions. Operating from
like
the gun.
my defense is all over the place. Shouldn't be all over the place. It had nothing to do with me.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender
63
running with a
nothing is.
receiver, but a big part of it is
I don't think I'm that good.
understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After this game is the NFC Championship, which I imagine is going to be some kind of stupid 350 yards passing, 100 yards running or something.
And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
We can certainly try, but I am not a very good player.
This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back
Don't let this score fool you.
until he popped a big one like that, and you know at halftime you and I
The
discussed
computer
it.
just
They'd done a nice job
doing
on him
something
in
with
the first half. But there
face
were
of the
a couple of
franchise,
occasions
but
where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic
I'm up for a
and
butt
take it to
whooping.
the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Out is the
What do you
kickoff
play
as
on?
they run up and send this one away.
I guess it doesn't matter. It's probably cross-platform, right? I'm on Xbox. I don't know if that matters with Madden. Or if they're all cross-platform now.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle
that crap there.
moments of this one. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd and short.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the
Yeah,
secondary.
you see how the computer's playing for like Brady? It's just...
And he's got a man.
Yeah.
It's the tight end Howard complete.
I mean,
And he is going to have
granted,
the
he's 100
Buccaneers
years
first
old,
down
but...
as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They
kinda...
call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Rams.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us.
Oh, they had over 100 yards.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
All right. How do I do? Stupid. No. I'm gonna get my butt whooped. I'm gonna get my butt whooped. Word. Ah. That was not me, that was the stupid Streamlabs. All good. You get online. We'll play a game. Showing you offline, I don't know if you're online or not. Yeah, send me an invite. We'll play. I'm just gonna get this to a... Oh. Ooh. Looks like we're here. Be looks. If you want to change the I should be excited. I don't think I've played against anybody since used to play NCAA when that was out with my brother, but I don't think I've played anybody actually with Madden.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football.
One of us is going to have to win.
The Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this
I picked it off in the one.
Take their shots right away, huh?
Not exactly it.
9-9-9 route, 9 meaning go. Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route.
Appreciate it, my friend.
Finding the hole in the defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's interesting because
4
I think
yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play.
thought I had that one.
And it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Damn.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
All right.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brady gets away with one. Lucky.
Gonna try to make a field goal now.
But it falls to the ground. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Oof. Oof. Oh.
And the 11-year veteran
Wow.
gets it through. And the
Wow.
3-0 lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It's kind of hard to be bad when you can take 2 or 3 yards at a time, but got a field goal, baby. Got a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got.
I don't know why, but even in real life, that cross
12 yards there
over the middle is just sleep. It's just so hard to cover.
At the 26-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Damn it.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Touchdown, Sam.
Oh, fuck.
Greg Olsen. 69 yards.
Nice
And
job.
the Seahawks have taken
Good
the
play,
lead.
good play.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. And you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my line.
Damn.
Right.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional
Gronk is not
yardage to be
exactly
found.
And he'll be corralled right around the
agile.
34. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Brady's pass.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
3-yard
Well,
pickup.
offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Ah.
And Evans
Oh,
calls it in.
I thought you
Touchdown,
intercepted it.
Bucs.
To number 13, Mike.
Jeez.
Mike Evans, 36 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake
Oh, I
the
thought that was an
lead.
interception.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your
Not what
Turkey
I-
Bowl games, isn't it? Just go
Pleasant-
for it, man.
pleasant
I'll
surprise.
hit you, and it worked really well for them.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Pinion.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, come on! There's 2 of you. You could have intercepted it.
Complete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this is caught.
No, he was out. No, he was out.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Metcalf is just a beast in real life. I absolutely love watching him play.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bucks take over 1st and 10.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all
I know. That was stupid.
Points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
About time he stepped up and
You
stopped
don't
that.
see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2nd and 9 now from the 21. That's it for
Close
the
game
first
there,
half.
Wolves.
2 more quarters
Close
to go.
game.
We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking for
there's a nice pick six.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. He's going deep for
Son
Brown.
of a bitch.
And nearly picked off.
Oh!
Almost intercepted. Inside 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. On 1st down, Brady to Evans on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Brady now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
Oh,
that almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that
I see why you don't kick the extra point
at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Gotta say, my heart's pounding a little bit. A little bit of excitement in this game.
Bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the
going down.
Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Room past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 92 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Sucker.
Not sure what happened there, but apparently.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Ball carrier.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
A gain of 14. First down, Buccaneers.
They'll run it with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Quandre Diggs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Damn!
Pass there, complete to Gronkowski.
No one hits
Well, they weren't
Gronkowski
able to
like
make
that.
anything
What's
really
up with
big
that?
out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
No!
Jones. And I don't think he got there. He
Damn
did
it.
not. They stop him a yard shy. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And
Throw the flag.
Complete. Tried to dial up the long way out
No,
there, but it'll
not
be
a-
3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st
Not
and
looking
10.
good.
So it's Buccaneer football.
We got 2
as
minutes
we
still to
welcome
go.
you
It's not
Let's
exactly
see
a...
what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 30, Seahawks 20. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? They got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
I couldn't even get my guy to jump.
Late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big time. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
That was certainly a back and forth game. That third quarter, they were yeah, 2 touchdowns. That helps. That I don't. That play was just. Of course, you had a pick 6. That didn't help.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.
I know you did.
NFL.
I couldn't stop it. I mean, I guess 3 times I stopped it, but. But, yeah, I mean, I had to freaking double cover him the whole time. Then when it got to single coverage there at the end, my guy couldn't even stay with him. I'm like, where's my other guy? Oh. And it's actually time for me to go to bed. I have to get up at 4:30. But hopefully we can play again sometime. And, win or lose, it's always nice. Yeah, I'm there for the evening, but should be on tomorrow, and it's kind of my game to different than Call of Duty that I usually play. So